What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on February 21st, 2020. Starting off as usual with figures that are available now, the King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist is available with Hot Topic. Remember, of course, that there is a Chase variant of that figure. Also with Hot Topic, they do have the Venomized Green Goblin that is showing up in stores. It's also been shipping out for people that got a pre-order in. And do remember that they also have a pop pin of the Venomized Green Goblin that you may come across in stores as well. With GameStop, they do have that glow-in-the-dark Cyclops along with the Pop T that is available. Box Lunch has that glow-in-the-dark Venomized Thanos with Pop T. I gotta say real quick, I'm kind of disappointed that the Pop is the exact same mold. I was really hoping that the Pop was going to be redesigned like the design you see on the shirt where he's sitting on a throne, but if you just like glow-in-the-dark Pops and you haven't picked up the original Venomized Thanos, then maybe you would be interested in that. Also, the Venomized Spider-Man has become available with Walmart. I went ahead and put my order in for one online. It's pretty easy to find. You also see here that the latest Naruto Pops have become available. Moving on here with the Pokemon Center, they did release the Eevee Pop. And of course, there is this new series that has started up, Eevee and Friends, and you see a release schedule going on here. I'm not sure if this is going to change or not. It seems like it's pretty solid, at least for now, but we'll see what happens with that. But just keep this in mind that, each month, of course, there's going to be a new a new vinyl, I should say, within this series for Eevee and Friends. They will release first with the Pokemon Center, but then they may become available with GameStop and ThinkGeek as well. Next up, I'm focusing on the Funko Shop, and I didn't realize until I actually put these images together, and I was like, oh, they both relate to snakes. It's kind of interesting. But of course, within the Mist line, we now have Medusa. I think this pop looks really awesome. It is still available. Also, you see here Steve Irwin with Snake, and this is still available at the time of this recording. In fact, I think both of these are really well done, and I actually look forward to seeing some variants of Medusa. I think there are some really cool things they could do with her. Maybe like a stone paint job would be awesome to see. Gold or bronze, glow in the dark. There's a lot they could do with that, and I'd be happy to see some variants, like I said. So we'll see what happens in the future with that. But again, if you haven't picked these up yet, they are still available, at least at the time of this recording. Some people have been asking about Target Con. Target Con did get pushed back, but it's on the way very soon here. So it's going to happen on February 28th. The figure should be available in store and online, and I'm not going to run back through all the figures that are going to be available. You see them pictured here. I will point out, of course, I know some people are waiting on that 10-inch Kool-Aid Man, so that is one that's going to be available. And then some people have been asking about Doc Holliday as well, so yeah, he is part of that release there, at least this variant of Doc Holliday. So do mark your calendars for this February 28th. These figures will be available with Target Con. It also seems like there could be a Funkoverse Kool-Aid Man, Chester Cheetah Pop NT, and also a 10-inch Michael Jordan. I guess this would be a different, 10-inch Michael Jordan. But yeah, just look out for this Target Con. There's going to be a lot available on that particular day, and who knows, some other exclusives that you haven't been able to find, like the black and white Muhammad Ali. If you didn't pick that up previously, you might be able to find it on this day as well. So definitely make sure you check out Target Con. Moving along here with some random bits of information, there are more Pop Tees on the way of the child, Baby Yoda, and you actually can pre-order those with various retailers. The Little Sweet Pop, I know some people have been wondering when those were going to start to ship out, and they actually are shipping out. You should have received an email already if you got an order in for one. I do want to point out as well, some people thought this wasn't going to ship until December. Just bear in mind that December is often a placeholder date. So just because you see something listed for December doesn't mean it's not coming out until all the way to December. Like I said, that just tends to be a placeholder. If you haven't received an email yet, honestly, right now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure that this is limited in number, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. It seems that there could be a limited edition variant of the Morton Salt Girl on the way. I don't know exactly what that variant might be. We'll just have to wait and see if that's legit. It is a bit of a rumor at this point. There's also a new Pop Asia on the figure away featuring this character you see pictured here from Sweet 16. I'm not familiar with Sweet 16 or the character, so I really can't say too much about that. I just thought I would share it though. Ron Weasley's Patronus is on the way, and again, this is going to debut with Wizarding World's website, but then it will be available as a common after that, initial release. And there are new variants on the way of Elsa and Queen Anna from Frozen 2. Still focusing on some random bits of information here. As far as Star Wars is concerned, you see that they have this classic Boba Fett on the way as a 10-inch pop. I think that looks pretty awesome. I actually did like the Futura ones with Target, but yeah, I just like the classic though, the classic colors for Boba Fett. So be on the lookout for that. Of course, once it becomes available, I will update you all on that. Also, there are some more Sith characters on the way, and forgive me if I mispronounce these names here, but Darth Malak and Darth Revan seem like they are on the way. Now, if you did get a pre-order in for that Amazon exclusive Chrome Mandalorian, it does seem like it has been delayed until June. I'm not sure if you would have received an email about this or not, but I just wanted to put that word out that it is still on the way, but it does seem like it has been pushed back some. Artemis Fowl has pops on the way. That does include the BAM exclusive of Holly Short that you see pictured here. And then I did mention this previously, but you see sort of an image of it here. That Trader Grimm Fantastic Plastic character is on the way. It should be released with the Funko Shop here in the States, but it does also seem like it's going to be available with Pop Culture. As you see here, this box actually does have a Pop Culture sticker on there. And I'm just going to say this, for international collectors, anybody outside of the US and outside of Canada as well, because they do have some shipping restrictions. If you're ever wondering about certain exclusives that are available here in the US, please make sure you check with Pop Culture's website. They actually get a lot of exclusives, including some items from the Funko Shop that are available for people in other countries. Now, moving right along here, beyond the Toy Fair reveals, this is something recently that I've been very excited about, and I did get my pre-orders in. So we see here Punisher War Machine, which I actually have been meaning to read the collected edition of the comic. I actually do want to check out the comic when Punisher took up the mantle of War Machine, but you see the pop here looking very cool. And then also Venom versus Spider-Man looking very awesome as well. That's a really cool comic moment. These are both PX previews, exclusives. You can find this with various retailers, basically any retailer that has an account, in order to get PX previews exclusives. So Entertainment Earth has this up for pre-order. That's why I pre-ordered with. FYE might get this available as well, and you may come across it with other retailers also. But I would definitely, if you're interested, go ahead and get a pre-order in for these. I think they are very cool, and I know at least with Entertainment Earth, I'm not sure if this is an option everywhere, but you do have the option to actually get a variant comic along with them as well. So do make sure you check out that buying option if you are interested. So now I am about to get into the Toy Fair reveals for the New York Toy Fair. I know we just had the London Toy Fair, but yeah, they are pretty close together. I do want to go ahead and say up front, there are no specific release dates for most of the following figures. Now, if you go check out exclusives, if you go check them out on certain websites, of course, they may have an estimate at least for the delivery of that figure. But for the most part, there are not dates. I will come back to these figures as Funko does official reveals, when they're about to release. And once they become available, of course, I'm going to point them out. So just be patient in terms of the dates, when they will become available. I'm also going to say that the designs, because this is something that has been noted whenever they have a toy fair, that the designs are subject to change. Some of these figures may end up looking a little different by the time they actually hit store shelves, so do bear that in mind. And of course, there is the possibility that some of these figures may basically fall through and not get produced at all. And then many of the figures that you're going to see here, they can be pre-ordered right now. That does include some exclusives. I'm actually shocked that Walmart even has some exclusives that are available for pre-order right now. But then also Target, GameStop, of course, they're pretty good about that. And you can pre-order the commons as well with stores like GameStop and then websites like Entertainment Earth. So if you're interested in any pre-orders, including some of these figures do have chases, and if you want a chance at a chase, I strongly suggest that you pre-order with Hot Topic if they put any of these up for pre-order. Also GameStop and Entertainment Earth, again, these stores, they give you a chance at a chase when you order with them, so just bear that in mind. But enough about all that. Let's go ahead and get into the actual Toy Fair reveals. So we're starting off here with Wonder Woman 84, and I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I'm not going to name every character and point out every single figure, because then this video would just be hours long, you know, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to point out certain things here along the way. As far as Wonder Woman 84 is concerned, you see that there's a good number of Wonder Woman figures here, including her in the gold armor. Me personally, I think the Hot Topic one really stands out. That's the one that I'm going to go for. I don't see myself getting too many of these figures here. I do appreciate that I don't know whose decision it was, whether it was Funko's or Warner Brothers, but it seems like for the most part they're trying to hide the reveal of Cheetah. I actually appreciate that. I want them to hold that off as long as possible, and I hope that the character ends up looking pretty cool. So most of these items that you see here are related to Wonder Woman 84. I did also include here though the DC pin toppers as well, which I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been done before in the past. Next up here, you see some Funkoverse games, and it seems like some of these other boxes here might relate to some new type of game that they have going on. I'm actually not 100% sure about that. Now, I said that Funko and Warner Brothers seems like they're trying to hide the reveal of Cheetah. She is pictured here on the Funkoverse game, but I'm pretty sure, you know, the actual character is going to look nothing like that, you know, or at least not even close to that, because the Funkoverse designs are even more cutesy looking than the Pops are, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they went ahead and included that on the Funkoverse game. But you see a good mixture of games here. Again, I'm not going to name every single one. I will point out that there is a Godzilla related game, strategy game there that I think is kind of interesting, but I'm not into you know, board games myself, so there's really not a lot I can say about this. I'm just making sure I'm thorough and share as much as possible. Moving along here, I said this previously. I think I even may have shared a list. I'm not 100% sure though, but I said, of course, that there are more Fortnite Pops on the way, and you see those listed here or pictured here at the top of the screen. Also, there is a Ninja Pop on the way. You see him there off to the left. Oh, and I will say, by the way, I know that for some of these figures, it's not going to be the best look at them right now, but remember, you know, once they're about to release, you know, in there's like updated pictures and updated reveals, then I'm probably going to come back to a lot of the figures within this video anyway. So don't stress, you know, if it's not the greatest look at certain figures right now. Most of these you will see again in the near future. You also see a pop here related to Sally Face. She had been rumored for a while. You see the Pokemon Pops. Again, there had been a list floating around, so we knew that some of these were likely on the way, including Cubone there. And you also see that there are going to be at least 2 more 10-inch Pokemon on the way here, Mewtwo and Vulpix there. And both of those, by the way, will be with Target. Moving along here, we have some sports related pops and then some not so sports related pops here. But you see the tennis legends pictured there to the left, so that rumored list turns out to be accurate. You also see the US women's national team there, and I really like the look of those pops. I think they did a great job with them, the way they're in motion and posing, really well designed. You also see here NBA legends or hardwood classics. Some of these players not 100% accurate, but it's still cool, you know, that certain players are getting pops there. You also see Cobra Kai represented here, those 2 pops together, and then and I don't think they're going to be a 2-pack, but you know, it almost looks like they could be in a 2-pack pretty easily. You also see that they're going to be Mighty Ducks pops on the way. This had been rumored for a while. Right now we just have the concept art to look at. I'm pretty sure we'll see the actual figures here in the near future. Moving along here with some random movie related pops here, there's of course a lot more Back to the Future on the way. That does include a pop town of Doc with the clock tower, which I think looks pretty cool. We have pops here based on Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, Animal House, Smokey and the Bandit, and Stripes as well. Stripes, I feel like I saw that movie repeatedly when I was younger because I think my father was really into that movie, so kind of cool that Stripes is getting pops. Next up here, we have pops based on Fight Club. I gotta say, I'm not really so sure about the look of the Fight Club pops. I think Edward Norton's character is on point. Brad Pitt, I don't know, kind of awkward looking. And then with Edward Norton's character, I think he's basically just referred to as the narrator in the credits of the movie. I think he is actually going to have a Chase variant. Right now, it's not 100% clear what exactly is up with the Chase. I don't know if the Penguin is what makes it a chase that comes along with it. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Of course, there are plenty more pops on the way based on The Office. They have some that are based on Casual Friday, which I think is pretty cool. You see that there's a specialty series variant of Dwight when he was dressed up as the Emperor from Star Wars. Of course, they're at the bottom of the screen. Of course, that's one I'll come back to in the future. But yeah, good mix of Office pops on the way. You also see Harry Potter here, of course, Harry versus Voldemort. And then we have that 18-inch Harry Potter on the way. There are also pops here based on Will and Grace. We got Magnum P.I. there. He's pretty recognizable. And then Valkyrie on Pegasus looks really awesome. I think they did a great job with the design of that. Might have to add that into my personal collection. Now, I know some people really do not like the look of these Avengers video game pops, and I have mixed feelings on them as well. I do like some of them, though. I'm not going to say the complete wave is just not good. I think some of them are interesting. I do like both versions of the Iron Man. I can see picking up both of those. And remember, again, some of these figures are available for pre-order. I do think that this Target exclusive Iron Man is actually available for pre-order. I need to actually get that pre-order in myself. And then again, some of these other figures are up for pre-order, including that really interesting looking version of Hulk. I think it's referred to as Skeleton Hulk. To me, it almost looks like a mashup between Hulk and Punisher, though. So I don't know what's going on with that. I guess we'll have to find out within the game. But again, yeah, I know these figures are kind of a mixed bag, but I'm not going to completely say that the wave is trash. I think some of these do look interesting. You also see here from Thor Ragnarok, we have that Stan Lee cameo pop on the way. There's also a pop in a box exclusive of J. Jonah Jameson, which I think is pretty awesome. Of course, based on Spider-Man Far From Home. And then you also see that Captain Universe Spider-Man. I mentioned this in a previous video that this was on the way. We now see that this is actually an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and that is available for pre-order right now. That is one I've already pre-ordered myself. So this was rumored to be on the way, and we just see the concept art for now. You know, just be patient. I'm sure we'll see the actual pops in the near future here, but Marvel Zombies seems like it's a real thing that's on the way, and I'm not surprised because Funko has had so much success with the Venomized Marvel figures. It just makes sense to do Marvel Zombies. I notice right now that Magneto is just a pocket pop. I feel like they got to do a full-size pop of him though, because he is one of the cooler looking zombies. So yeah, overall, I definitely want to hear what you think about these designs thus far. I definitely am going for the Mysterio, and I may pick up some others as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing the actual figures. I think they'll look even better than these. And of course, you do see here that there is a GameStop exclusive of that zombie Venom, you know, which is pretty interesting there. So definitely be on the lookout for that and try to get a pre-order in if you are interested. Next up here, focusing on Disney, there are some Disney villains pops on the way. You see this Ursula, which if I'm not mistaken is kind of tough to tell from the image, but that might be a diamond variant there of Ursula. That's going to be a Hot Topic exclusive. Then we also have here Maleficent on the throne, which looks really cool, and Hades on the throne also looks really awesome, although I kind of wish that he had the fire coming up from his thumbs, you know, when he was giving the double thumbs up from the movie. I thought that would have been cool, but regardless, he looks pretty awesome. There are also some pin toppers on the way featuring Disney princesses, and then from the upcoming movie Soul, you see that there are pops here on the way, as well as a pocket pop and some pin toppers. That movie looks like it could be interesting. I didn't get a lot, you know, from the trailer. Maybe they are trying to hold off on revealing too much, but I'm somewhat interested in that. And we have some random pops here. We see that Flintstones Pop Town, which had been rumored for a while. There are some Bugs Bunny pops on the way, including a diamond figure there in the mix. The Archie pops are on the way. Those have been rumored for a while. We see here Arthur pops on the way, including Arthur and DW there, I believe is her name. I'm not too familiar with Arthur, but I think that's the name of that character. The Hello Kitty, Funko has not done the full reveal yet. There are going to be various Hello Kitty pops of her doing different sports. You see one of these though is going to be a Target exclusive. And then there are more Banana items on the way as well, including a 16-inch supersize plush. Next up, we got pops based on The Boys. I think most people that have seen the series was really hoping that Funko would be able to do some figures. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool overall. It's pretty much what I expected to see for the most part. I do feel like the Hot Topic exclusive, not the most interesting figure there, but you know, they do have a glow-in-the-dark chase in the mix, which I am going for. I actually went ahead and did a pre-order on that particular figure. But in the Amazon exclusive that you see here, I know for sure that that is up for pre-order. In fact, Amazon has a couple of figures up for pre-order. Basically, if you go back through this video, I'm going to stress this again, and you see certain exclusives with certain retailers, go to their sites and check them out. You know, more than likely they do have a pre-order available already. But yeah, if you're a fan of the boys, let me know what you think about these pops here, and let me also know what other figures would you like to see based on this series. No shocker here, of course, there's plenty on the way for My Hero Academia. You see the common figures there in the upper left, excuse me. Of course, there's also a Pop Town that had been rumored for a while. We see that is legit, of course. There's a couple of exclusives, and yes, these exclusives, I think you can get pre-orders in on all of them. That does include one that I actually shared in the community post earlier, and that is the Galactic Toys exclusive that you see pictured here. I'm not going to butcher any of the characters' names. I mean, if you know the series, then you know the characters. But like I said, if you're interested in any of these, especially these exclusives, I would go ahead and get pre-orders in. And then, of course, well, first of all, you see here to the left that there's actually going to be some My Hero Academia mystery minis as well, and then pin toppers. Definitely let me know what you think about the minis. It's actually 10 characters there. I'm not sure if there's going to be any exclusives that will be with certain retailers or not. You know, this is not like the full reveal for them, but what you see of the minis thus far, definitely let me know what you think about them. I am going to assume that the Todoroki there must be like a glow-in-the-dark variant there, you know, but we'll learn more about those in the near future here. But of course, you also see here figures on the way based on Dragon Ball Super. I gotta stress again, when it comes to most of these exclusives, you can go ahead and get pre-orders in. Now with the Specialty Series figure, I'm not so sure about that, but for some of these others, oh, with Funimation as well, I'm not so sure about that. You see this purple chrome Beerus. I doubt that you could get a pre-order in for that right now, but who knows? Check the site for Funimation, you never know. But yeah, so some of these I think you can get pre-orders in. Some of them you may have to wait till the actual release. And we're still focusing on anime here. We also see here some Yu-Gi-Oh pops on the way, and a couple of these are actually 6-inch figures. You also see Inuyasha, and forgive me again if I'm mispronouncing anything here. I'm not familiar with these series, but I gotta say I'm liking the designs here from Funko. I just see steady improvement with the designs, and I think that definitely shows with some of their anime pops. And I'm gonna say this as well. In fact, let me go ahead and get to the next review here. You see the Saint Seiya pops that are on the way, and I'm pretty sure there will be more than this on the way in the near future. I gotta say that Barnes & Noble glow-in-the-dark exclusive, that one looks like it's gonna be pretty awesome. But you know, anime fans are constantly saying they want more, they want more, they want more. There's a lot on the way, and I'm sure there's a lot more on the way. So I'm just hoping that anime fans are actually satisfied with what they're seeing and patient enough to wait for even more to be revealed. Of course, there's also those Sanrio, you know, crossed up with My Hero Academia figures on the way. Funko has not done that full reveal yet, so I'm sure I will come back to those. Funko also has a new product on the way called Snapsies. I'm sure this is geared towards, you know, a younger audience there. You know, they really are aiming to put something in the toy aisle, because it's very clear that Funko Pops are really, you know, geared towards adults for the most part, and that's why they have been shifted in stores. You know, you notice now when you go to stores, you don't really see Pops in the toy aisles much anymore, but I think Funko still wants to have a presence there. That's why they had these Snapsies on the way. Funko also shared this image of these figures that you see there in the bottom right. They haven't done a reveal on those just yet, so I'm not really sure what those are all about. I guess we'll find out here very soon, but of course there are more reveals on the way, and of course I will try to share those in the next Funko News video. So you all, I gotta say, if it's not incredibly obvious, this video was a ton of work, but I really want it to be as thorough as possible. If I missed anything, just remember I'm not perfect, but please, I hope you appreciate the work that I put into this. Of course, as more reveals, you know, come out, I will do another video to try to keep you all updated. And I know some of you have already seen a lot of this information, and you just come for the community aspect of these videos, you know, to talk to other collectors and everything. And I do think that is very cool. I appreciate that support. Please make sure you drop a like on this video if you've not already done so. please share the video as well to help out other collectors. And also by sharing the video, that helps to get us closer to that goal of 40,000 subscribers. And I already have a big giveaway in mind for that. So please make sure you are supporting the channel in that way. Definitely let me know what is on your list. What figures are you trying to pick up? I know there's a lot to choose from within this video, within these reveals, but yeah, definitely share your list in the comments. I always like to check those out. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to go ahead and rest my voice, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.